a Tuskegee Airman who called Joplin home. And Rafa House celebrates a major financial boost in their mission to help victims of trafficking. Stories of honor and hope. KOAM News at 10 is next. Now at 10, as Memorial Day approaches, a community gathers to honor the legacy of a Tuskegee Airman with local ties. Plus, 38 people from 17 countries take the oath of citizenship today at the George Washington Carver National Monument. And just 4 months after taking the job, Baxter Springs Police Chief steps down as a new leader steps up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
With Memorial Day around the corner, we remember the men and women who served our country. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. The recent discovery of a World War II veteran and former Tuskegee Airman buried in Joplin brought multiple groups together to honor Dr. Harold E. Brazil this evening. KOAM's Anthony Saviello was at the ceremony and has more.
One final salute as a flag is presented in honor of Tuskegee Airman Dr. Harold E. Brazil.
It will eventually go to the family, but we will hold it in honorarium for him until we can get that done. So we are just excited and pleased of the recognition that was bestowed on him today.
A ceremony bringing together those who may not have known Dr. Brazil personally, but who want to honor him and the legacy he left behind.
And that was amazing, especially our veterans. That, you know, while Memorial Day is always, you know, a sober thing, is also exciting to see them, that they still, you know, have the love for our country as they served, and they should get their pat on the backs while we see them too. So.
The former alumni of Joplin's Lincoln High School rests next to his brother, Paris, and only a few feet away from his mother, Lavina, and father, Paul. There is still more to learn about Dr. Brazil.
When you start doing this kind of research, you start trying to look into someone's life and you have documents, and then there's some gaps in documents and you can't find a piece that you're really searching for. You kind of have to reach out into the community. There's a lot of research yet to do, and there are a lot of people in the community who have stories about Harold Brazil that we'd love to hear and be able to help preserve those for future generations.
Brazil is one of only 9 Tuskegee Airmen from the state of Missouri. He remains a soldier gone, but not forgotten. In Joplin, Anthony Saviello, KOAM News.
The Jasper County Cemetery Preservation Society plans to hold a ceremony for a Revolutionary War soldier next year.
Albini.
38 people celebrated becoming U.S. citizens today in a ceremony at the George Washington Carver National Monument. The new citizens hail from 17 countries, including Mexico, the Philippines, and Ukraine. Choir students from Thomas Jefferson Independent Day School and ROTC students from Joplin helped with that ceremony. Following being sworn in, local organizations, including the League of Women Voters, helped attendees register to vote so they can soon put their citizenship to use. KOAM celebrated a Great American Flag Swap again today in Neosho, Missouri. The event took place at Westco Home Furnishings. Folks could bring in their old tattered flags and replace it with brand new one, absolutely free. All old flags will be properly retired.
Just being able to come in and actually get a new flag, and that way they could actually have a nice flag and retire their old wore out flags.
The next Great American Flag Swap takes place July 2nd at Arvest Bank in Joplin. Come early because typically the flags run out pretty quickly, about 100 of them available. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy now for a first look at the weather.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a nice Thursday for us today, but a lot of changes moving in as we go through the next few days. Chilly night tonight, temps into lower 50s. Strong to severe thunderstorms late Friday night into Saturday morning. Then very stormy, unfortunately, for the holiday weekend. Periods of showers and thunderstorms, several inches of rain possible. Already, we're under a flash flood watch. You want to know why? It's because of this. Anywhere from 2 upwards to 7 or 8 inches are possible. We'll see if this shifts a little farther south or shifts a little bit farther north as we go through the next few days. Today, pretty nice, well below our average. 74 for a high, started at 58, but we stay in the 70s with all this rain. We're going to look at that holiday here in just a bit.
All right, we'll see you soon. A former firefighter is formally charged with involuntary manslaughter. A Jasper County judge issued an arrest warrant for this man, Brant Cullen, on the charge of involuntary manslaughter. The charge stems from an October 19th incident in Carl Junction, Missouri. Now, according to court documents, Cullen recklessly caused the death of firefighter Tucker Berry by operating a golf cart at excessive speeds and swerving after consuming alcohol. Berry fell while standing on the back of that golf cart. Cullen turned himself in today at the Jasper County Detention Center and was booked on the charge. Authorities released Cullen on bond. This is a developing story, and you can find additional details on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com, as they become available. The city of Baxter Springs has appointed a new police chief just 4 months after their most recent chief took office. Rick Comer was appointed to the position by the city on Tuesday. Jimmy Hamilton was named chief of police in January, officially replacing the now Cherokee County Sheriff Brian Henderson. But now the city says Hamilton has voluntarily stepped down from the position. He now serves as assistant chief. Comer is now serving as chief, previously working as a school resource officer for the department. The city of Baxter Springs has posted a job listing for the police chief position. Officials say it's procedure and Comer will apply like everyone else. Missouri American Water says bills for its customers will go up starting this month. The Missouri Public Service Commission approved a rate settlement for the utility provider's water and wastewater services. The company says the increase seeks to recover about $1.1 billion on system improvements. For an average metered residential water customer, the bill is going to go up about $9 per month. For flat rate residential customers, it's going to go up about $12 per month. The new rates will take effect on May 28th. As the weather continues to warm, the Missouri Public Service Commission wants to remind consumers that Missouri's hot weather law is going to soon take effect. The law protects all residential customers from having their electric or national gas service disconnected due to non-payment when those utilities are used as a source of cooling during temperatures above 95 degrees or a heat index above 105 degrees. Both Arkansas and Oklahoma have similar laws. Kansas does not have this law in place. For more information, just head over to KOAMnewsnow.com. The U.S. Supreme Court split evenly today in a high-profile challenge over the nation's first religious charter school. The High Court leaves in place a ruling from Oklahoma's top court that found the proposed Catholic school unconstitutional. The 4-4 split was made possible because conservative Justice Amy Coney Barrett recused herself. She had ties to attorneys who represent the St. Isidore of Seville Catholic Virtual School. Evenly split decisions do not set precedent. This will allow religious groups involved in the case to bring another case. 60 years of service and still giving back. The Joplin Ozark Center treats CASA volunteers to a special celebration. That story's coming up. And a Joplin nonprofit gets a big financial boost to contribute to its community efforts.
Don't wait till your roof is rotten. Call John Cotton today.
For the second time in just over a year, Nevada Animal Shelter has been forced to evacuate after heavy storms brought severe flooding this week. The facility was built just last year. City leaders say the issue might be familiar, but the solution is not. Now, with facility underwater, staff members say they need to find homes for every animal immediately.
It's quite a dramatic activity, actually, seeing 40 to 50 people inside the animal shelter with water up to their waist and higher, rescuing the animals. Some of the animals even started swimming themselves, head to dry land.
According to Edwards, no animals were hurt in the flooding. Tacos to commemorate the Big 6-0. The Joplin Ozark Center is celebrating its 60th anniversary this year. Staff members this evening decorated and manned a taco bar at the Jasper County Casa for CASA's staff and kids. It's one way to give back to a partner organization they've worked with for years.
So I'm on the board of CASA as well as being the CEO of Ozark Center. So CASA is near and dear to my heart. It was a really great event coming up for us in May. They always have lots of really great activities here for the kids. So they really like it when somebody from the community can come in and cook for the kids and serve them dinner at the same time.
Jasper County CASA recruits and trains volunteers to advocate for children in foster care. The Joplin branch of an international nonprofit organization received a healthy grant today. Rafa House got the Joplin Philanthropic Grant for $50,000. The Joplin Regional Community Foundation presented the grant at the nonprofit's 20th Street location. For the organization, the grant will provide more opportunities to benefit the community.
Now imagine thinking, okay, we need to go get counseling for this, only to realize you can't afford to get counseling to help your child. And so when a family is at their most vulnerable, having the offer of a scholarship to come and receive counseling at no charge to that family will provide such an extreme relief for so many people.
Rafa House is dedicated to providing survivor care, prevention, and hope for victims of human trafficking. A sculpture honoring victims of the 2011 Joplin tornado has a new permanent home. It's made its move today, the 14th anniversary of that deadly storm. The Joplin Memorial Run sculpture, created by Active Lifestyle Events, will now reside at the Harry M. Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. Officials say the piece will continue to serve as a lasting tribute to those lost in the storm.
It'll be very seamless. They have been extremely supportive of us from the beginning and of the sculpture, and being gracious enough to allow us to put it here at the corner of their property, and I have no doubt that the sculpture will continue to be maintained and taken care of.
The sculpture stands near 8th Street and Joplin Avenue, the original starting and finishing location for the Memorial Run. Restoration of a Carthage mural wrapped up today. Vision Carthage celebrated the restoration of the Municipal Park mural with this ribbon cutting ceremony. John Biggs painted the original mural back in 2006, located at the corner of Lyon and 20th Street. It features a vibrant scene of the old 1938 dance pavilion. Local artist Cheryl Church brought the work back to life.
Really important, not only for the history of our community, but for the overall well-being of our citizens and visitors that come to Carthage, to see that we're all working together to bring back a piece of history and a piece of life that they can enjoy.
Vision Carthage says the project is part of a broader effort to revitalize faded murals and signs across the city, adding energy and excitement for both locals and tourists. Doug returns next with a complete look at the forecast, and a little bit later, the Joplin Outlaws begin their title defense at home tonight. John Dales has highlights of their season opener.
Let's rock the woods. Bands for Brothers Sing.
Financially. It's the Finance Files, Tuesday mornings on KOAM.
Well, we got showers, we got thunderstorms, which are going to increase again as we go through the next few days. Last night we had a few severe thunderstorms. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that tonight, but we do have to worry about the chance for flash flooding as we get into the weekend. So there's a flash flood watch in effect starting tomorrow, and this goes all the way through Memorial Day, anywhere from 2 to 8 inches of rain already on very saturated grounds across the area. Thankfully, we are looking pretty good right now. We have a few scattered showers, a few thunderstorms, mainly to our south, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, as we go into Friday, a level 2 out of 5 threat for severe weather, late afternoon, evening, and then again as we go through the night. Saturday, a level 1 threat, as that bigger threat stays back across central Oklahoma, but I think this will creep back up once again as we go into Sunday afternoon. Let's go through time. Pretty quiet tonight. Temps near 50 for an overnight low. Through the morning, a lot of clouds, but we pop near 70, if not into lower 70s. Let's go through the afternoon. Scattered thunderstorms push in. So here's 4 or 5 p.m. Anything that can get in here will have that threat to be strong to possibly severe, meaning mainly hail. So something we want to keep our eyes on as we go into Friday afternoon. These will push out, but Friday night, toward midnight, another big band of showers and thunderstorms work in, and we'll have to add the threat in for some gusty winds with this big bash. Showers, thunderstorms last into Saturday morning, mainly cloudy Saturday. Here comes showers and thunderstorms again Saturday evening and Saturday night. Some of these guys could be a little strong to possibly severe. Very heavy amounts of rain pushing through all the way into Sunday morning. Let's keep that trend going. Let's go to Sunday afternoon. So again, big batch of thunderstorms into Sunday morning, and then you can see this wind shift line right through the region. That's a warm front. Anything south of that could be strong to severe, but we're kind of in that bullseye just to get very heavy amounts of rain late Sunday, Sunday night, all the way into Monday morning, and then periods of showers as we go through the daytime hours on Monday. Again, rainfall accumulations. We'll see if this shifts a little north or a little south, but right now it looks like 2 upwards to 7, 8, 9 inches of rain. 68 by noon, high temp, 74 for the holiday weekend. We only stay into the 70s for high, 73 on Saturday, 70 on Sunday. Of course, the heavy rains Saturday night, and then that severe threat kind of pops back up as we go into Sunday. All right, 10-day, hold into the 70s through the weekend. Little cool Memorial Day. Look at this. Only 68 degrees. We dry out Tuesday, showers back in Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of late next week.
Wet weather ahead, Doug. Thanks. Still ahead, a Pittsburgh Purple Dragon signs to continue his baseball career with Coffeyville Community College, and the Joplin Outlaws play their first game of the 2025 season. John Dales has those stories and more for us up next in sports.
Mining Day's Heritage and Homecoming celebration runs Thursday through Saturday.
And movie Return to Mayberry. Also, the Andy Griffith Show reunion and more.
MeTV 4 states, KOAM TV 7.3.
One of the signs of summer's return in the 4 states is Joplin Outlaws baseball, and tonight is the 2025 season opener at Joe Becker Stadium. Joplin is the defending Mid-America League champion. Missouri Southern grad Cole Gaiman on the mound for the Outlaws opening night against the Fort Smith Marshals, and he's sharp early, picking up a strikeout as part of a 1-2-3 top of the first. In the bottom of the first, Outlaws have a runner on, and Maverick Williamson shatters his bat. The Marshals will turn a double play to end the inning. This one a pitcher's duel. Now to the 5th. Both teams hitless. Gaiman gets another punch out. Runner tries to steal second. He's safe, but the ump calls batter interference. He's making a double play. Bottom of the inning. Merkel Turner lines one through the infield. Outlaws have their first hit of the day right there, but fail to bring him home. In the 6th, the Marshals line this one into right center, and Turner, great effort, dives and makes the catch. That maintains a no-hitter. Gaiman goes 7 2/3 innings, allowing just 1 hit and striking out 9. Outlaws finally score in the 6th. They take down the Marshals 1-0 in their home opener. Meanwhile, up in Warrensburg, Missouri, Pittsburgh State baseball begins its best-of-3 Super Regional Series against MIAA rival Central Missouri. Game 1 is this afternoon. Gorillas lose a tight one, 7-5 the final. They scored the first 2 runs of the game in the top of the first. UCM responded with 5 unanswered. PSU then tied it up at 5 before the Mules scored 2 in the bottom of the 8th. Gorillas now face elimination tomorrow afternoon. High school baseball playoffs roll along in our area as well. In Missouri, 3 of our local teams can advance to district championships tonight, but we'll start in Kansas, where Fort Scott hosts a regional tournament. The Tigers beat Coffeyville 10-0 in the semifinals before taking down Wamego 10-1 in the championship. After coasting to those 2 victories, Fort Scott is headed to the Class 4A state tournament. In Missouri, Carl Junction baseball shuts out Raytown South 5-0 in a Class 5 District 7 semifinal. Bulldogs starting pitcher Cooper Vedix throws a no-hitter and strikes out 16 batters. Webb City beats Belton 3-2. Brock Renfro hits a walk-off single in the bottom of the 7th to seal that victory. So CJ and Webb will meet in the district title game on Saturday. Class 6 District 6 tournament in Springfield. Joplin High School baseball upsets the number 1 seed Kickapoo 2-0 in the semifinals today. The Eagles will face Nixa in the district championship on Saturday. And then down in Arizona, Crowder wins again at the Junior College World Series for softball. The Rough Riders beat Grayson 5-3 in an elimination game. They're one of the last 6 teams standing, and they face Gaston in another elimination game that just got started at 10:15. And over at Pittsburgh High School, 2025 grad Carson Nicholson signs his letter of intent this afternoon to play baseball at Coffeyville Community College. The future Red Raven is excited to join a program on the rise, which won a regional this year.
I talked to a couple schools. They were just one of the few that got back with me, but the coaches up there, I love it. They only have 2 coaches, so it's a little different than all the other surrounding JUCOs and colleges, but they really give that one-on-one time, and they've had a great season. They've done the best they've done in several years at Coffeyville, and I'm just excited to get up there with the 2 coaches and get to work.
And another sports note, the Thunder win again tonight. They're up 2-0 on the Timberwolves. They're 2 wins away from making it to the NBA Finals.
See if they can do it.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Trade in your old vehicle and hero.
It's going to be a pretty calm night for us tonight. Kind of chilly, lower 50s, 74 on your Friday. Showers, thunderstorms increase late in the day. Some of these could be low-grade severe as we go into Friday evening and Friday night. And then just periods of showers, thunderstorms, Saturday night, Sunday, all the way into Memorial Day.
Yeah, I'd rather not have rain on the holiday weekend, but what do you do? Final sports note.
Well, Pittsburgh State baseball now tries to keep its season alive. Tomorrow they're in an elimination game, and if they win tomorrow, they force a do-or-die Game 3 on Saturday.
Wow, everything on the line.
Yeah.
Go Gorillas. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget the morning show starts at 5 a.m. and let's make it a great tomorrow.